that Mortal Kombat figured out how to bring in more characters.
Yeah.
That does bring up the case of the uniqueness of each character and how they stand out. Where I personally feel this is where Mortal Kombat does lack. Visually, no.
Okay.
Moves wise, and like, I mean, basic moves even. Yes, every fighter in Mortal Kombat, though their stances are different, they pretty much fight the same.
Okay, you're also saying that based on all the way up to Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. When Mortal Kombat 4 came out, the first time they went 3D, they started implementing different styles of martial arts, weapons.
Yeah.
They raised the bar. They changed it completely from Street Fighter.
They raised their bar.
They raised their bar.
Okay. Street Fighter.
And here's another thing with Street Fighter. It's the repackaged fighter. We're at 4. They're not taking any steps. Mortal Kombat has taken steps. They may have failed sometimes, but they keep going and they keep trying stuff new.
Yeah, every Mortal Kombat game brought something new to the table.
And more ninjas.
More ninjas. But you know what? How's Ryu changed? He's still wearing the same karate gi from 1989, 1987. He's still wearing that same gi. He hasn't changed.
Actually, he's not wearing the same gi from 1987. In the 1987 Street Fighter version, the gi was a different color. Not that it really matters because there's palette changing anyway, as with any fighting game. Plus, he was wearing aqua socks. Red aqua socks that he doesn't wear anymore.
I'll fight for the Street Fighter crowd in the chat room. Steve Cab says, "Why change a good thing?"
Why change a good thing? Well, it's like
eventually it just becomes the same thing over and over, though.
Why would it's a good game?
Street Fighter did. I mean, it happened in increments. Just like we play games that they get patched. And then the new version, and they get patched, or just like with MMOs, they get patched and they're expanded upon. Yeah. That's what the Street Fighter series did.
But they make you pay for it. They make you pay for it. Like, I bought Street Fighter 4. What comes out a little bit later? Super Street Fighter 4.
With 4 new characters!
And then, wait, and then you know what?
And I'm still paying for it. I can't wipe that out of my
Oh, wow.
I'm still paying for
Mortal Kombat 2 is the best.
Mortal Kombat 2 is an amazing game.
Is the best fighter. Hands down.
The best fighter?
No, it's amazing. It's like, no. No. Anyone who knows Mortal Kombat agrees that Mortal Kombat 2 is the best in the series.
In the series,
I like Deadly Alliance. That was the last one I played. I thought that game was great.
And I really liked the Mortal Kombat where it's a side scroller. You play as Sub-Zero.
I like
Mythologies.
That was a great one.
And they give you a lot more. I mean, but look, and now wait. I was saying Super Street Fighter 4. Now there's Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, and that's all new stuff that you have to buy. They're afraid to just move on up. I mean, they haven't changed Ryu. I mean, I think it's time for Street Fighter to do a real sequel.
I'm gonna say this like this. You're saying they haven't changed Ryu, and maybe you're saying visually, which they have. They've constantly changed their art style over the years.
Yeah. Art style.
They've also that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Also,
this negates all arguments.
Also,
screw you, Matt Rob. Screw you, Matt Rob.
Also, they've added moves and matured Ryu.
Okay. Now, what moves have they added to Ryu? What moves? Name them to me. Name them to me.
In Street Fighter Alpha, when they added different renditions of the Shoryuken because you do practice your moves. Well, you do practice your moves and you master them. Then you go into Street Fighter 4 with the Shin Shoryuken and you master your Hadouken and you master your Hurricane Kick. Plus,
so it's the same thing.
That's all the same thing.
It's not all the
same thing.
Well, then you can say the same thing about Mortal Kombat, where every character you hold down and then they hit high punch and they uppercut. And that is not
That's a basic attack. That's a basic attack.
Let me just say this about both fighting systems. In Street Fighter, you can hit one button combo and then it'll do this crazy combo that just like blows the other person away, the super combos and the ultra combos. If you want to do a super combo or an ultra combo in Mortal Kombat, you actually have to be really good and switch between the stances and like constantly be doing the moves.
Well, that sounds like Tekken. What?
Yeah.
No. In the new Mortal Kombat game, there's like 3 different stances, correct, that each character has, and you have to be switching between the stances, like chaining moves together. If you want to do like a super combo.
They switched it to 2.
Okay. So
I think for me, it's like more rewarding as a gamer to be good at Mortal Kombat because that takes more. Like I don't just do quarter circle, hard punch, and then do my super combo.
But have you seen any of like the tournament fighting for Street Fighter, like Daigo and his amazing fighting? That takes tons of skill.
Well, no, I'm not saying Street Fighter doesn't take skill. I'm just saying that it takes a little like even though it is easier to cheese moves in Mortal Kombat, it does take more skill to be really good, like a high-class player in Mortal Kombat.
I disagree. I disagree.
There are no other high-class players to play with. You're playing with
High-class players. Okay. Mortal Kombat is going to be an Evo.
Okay.
There you go.
Evo is the world's biggest fighting game
And how long has
championship.
Street Fighter been in Evo?
Yeah. It's been there a long time, yeah. No,
Okay, but
I give you that.
That's just saying that it's not.
But look, here's the thing.
Mortal Kombat,
and
because-
here's the thing why Mortal Kombat didn't go as far as Street Fighter is because Street Fighter just stayed where it was. Like Mortal Kombat, you know, they made Mortal Kombat 2. They made Mortal Kombat 3. They made them fast. Like Street Fighter just stayed there. They added a few changes. And Mortal Kombat would have came out with Mortal Kombat 2.5, then 2.7, then 2.8, and like stretched it out. They probably would have still been like majorly competing because it's like Street Fighter now. Like let's say like here, I have a bunch of buddies that got really good in Super Street Fighter 4. Arcade Edition just came out, and everything they knew just got off the window because they nerfed all their favorite characters. And it's like so now like, see that's the thing I don't respect about Street Fighter. They just rehash and give you the same package over again.
And you brought up another good point in that Street Fighter has tiers of characters.
Yeah.
Which to me is silly. Like why? Like I understand having different characters that have different moves, but there's literally like 3 versions of Ryu in the game. One of which like all his best move is to taunt. He has like the super taunt, Dan Hibiki. Yeah.
In a world where Shotokan is a style.
Shotokan.
It's I mean, that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's their style.
Shoto fighters.
There are different tiers. I mean, but in Mortal Kombat, there's ninja clans who like.
What's cooler, a guy in a karate outfit or a ninja who has a skull for a face?
A guy in a karate outfit who can actually beat your ass.
That's like how can you like when we're around the same age. When you were a kid, did you like, whoa, look at that karate guy. Oh, he's so cool. Or did you like the ninja who could freeze you and rip your head off?
Actually, I really like the karate guy.
The karate guy. or how about
the green ninja guy with the sword?
the green ninja guy with the sword?
Oh, you mean the green ninja guy with the lizard face?
He can pull his mask off and spit acid.
Oh, that's
the Power Ranger. I mean, or you like the big Russian guy in spandex?
No, I don't like big guys with spandex, but that's not for me.
I mean, the characters were
He's
so
got random
generic,
forearm hair
boring, and stereotypical.
and shin hair.
If you really want to look at this at a technical level, I do have to give points to Street Fighter because they have done well throughout the years. Only because they haven't strayed that far from the original, where we mentioned Mortal Kombat did. And because Mortal Kombat kept adding and adding and adding, it just got heavier and heavier and eventually started to break.
And if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it.
So that's why they're bringing it back in MK9.
Yeah, with the new Mortal Kombat coming out in April, it's going back to the 2D world, 3D graphics, just like Street Fighter 4 did. And yes, it's following after a game that did it right. It was successful. Now Mortal Kombat's going to come back in the scene and take over again.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it never took over, but I don't have any doubts. I don't have any doubts about the new Mortal Kombat. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm actually some sort of excited about it. As a gamer, as a person who grew up playing these games, I am some sort of excited about the new Mortal Kombat.
I'm looking forward to the new Mortal Kombat more than I'm looking forward to Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I concur.
I
concur.
You are crazy.
Wow.
That's just because you
lost.
Damn mind.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3 will be a great game. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to have a bunch of cool characters. But I'm more interested to see what Mortal Kombat's going to do.
I agree. Just because it's been a
So
while.
I'm more.
The new
I'm
X-ray
anticipating
moves.
Mortal Kombat more.
Hey.
MVC3 is going to be great. There's no argument there.
Can we get a close up on the? Can we get a close up on the
gas
Flitz's
face?
disturbed?
On the gas face.
You're making me uncomfortable, Flitz. You're making me uncomfortable.
Okay, so I mean, we've gone. Let's go into a field where Street Fighter does not shine.
Nice.
The
Innovations.
films.
I mean, okay. I thought you meant innovation.
Let me just. Can I just say one thing about the films? Can we get it? I love this job.
I mean, I enjoyed Chris Klein's performance in The Legend of Chun-Li.
He walks through the
I'm
raindrops.
sure. And the guy from, what's that, Black Eyed Peas? Yeah, he was great.
Hey, what's up? I'm Vega.
That was weird.
That's how we talked.
I'm Vega. Obviously, with the Street Fighter movies, there hasn't been a positive note in any of those. My biggest problem with The Legend of Chun-Li was, why do you have Liu Kang in a Street Fighter movie? What are you doing? What are you doing?
He was out of work waiting for the next movie.
I'm tired of waiting.
I'm tired of waiting.
Yeah, I mean, the first Street Fighter film had Jean-Claude Van Damme in it, and I loved it when I was a kid.
It was originally supposed to be a
Loved it?
G.I. Joe movie.
I was a kid.
I was a kid too, and it was horrible.
It was actually hard to kill.
It was horrible. But you know what though? The Street Fighter movie is this first one is so bad it's good.
What?
It's like cult status. It's so bad you watch it and
Wait,
you just laugh. It's like
which
a
one?
comedy. The first Street Fighter movie.
Jean-Claude.
Oh.
There's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I don't know,
and
I just the
it's
one
so
thing
bad
that
it's
stuck
good.
in my memory as a child was Zangief doing this at the end, and then Jean-Claude Van Damme's like, no. And I'm like, even as a child, I'm like, what the hell is this? No.
Whereas though the fight scenes and I mean pretty much it was
Kylie
let's see,
Minogue.
everything oh gosh everything about the Mortal Kombat the first film was great.
Oh, yeah.
It was. I was picking out clips and you can watch the whole thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah.
That says something.
One thing I didn't really like how they did Scorpion's harpoon in the movie. It was like this little weird
it's-
snot
yeah.
going through the trees.
Yeah,
That was a bit more logical.
Okay,
a bit more
it's magic.
logical. It was. It's magic, man.
And
It's
he
not
just
logical.
has
I
one
don't
in
know
his
if the
pocket.
entire
Pretty
audience
crazy.
knows, but April 19th, when the new Mortal Kombat game comes out, they're also releasing Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. So Mortal Kombat's community team has actually had like different fight scenes from the movie out, like putting that back on the internet, saying, "Oh, hey, this is coming out on April 19th." And so I watched the Scorpion versus Johnny Cage match,
Ooh.
Yes.
and I was a Scorpion fan from like day one.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this match again. I'm like, wow, what did they do here? Like the little things, like it's all over the place, going around trees, and it's like stops right here. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no, Johnny
You're-
Cage,
hey,
you die.
When you're a
again.
kid, that's like candy right there. That's the
What I did like that I thought was really cool and innovative is when it sticks in the tree,
Yeah.
like the head stays there, then the whip comes back. And I was like, oh, hey, I
that's
didn't
pretty
catch that before. That makes sense.
yeah. You know, I was such a Mortal Kombat fan. I was like, why is there a reptile coming out of his hand? I didn't get it. So I'm with you on that.
In the universe that they made for that movie, I think it worked.
But
they,
yeah.
Which is the universe that's in the game, really.
yeah, I think even still, out of all the video games to become movies, that's at the top of everyone's
Yep,
list.
it's the top of the
Probably
chain, I
did
think.
it right. The
Where
only
Street
one to do
Fighter
it
does
right.
dominate in
did
over
okay.
as far as multimedia is.
Listen, I'm going to talk about the movie. How could you not talk about the Highlander being rated?
I think Chris
That's a good point.
Quixotic in the chat here
Yeah.
says it perfectly. Hollywood has a difficult time interpreting video games accurately, which we can all
Yeah.
attest to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But Japan had it right with the animations. You look at all this, well,
Street
not
Fighter
all, but
anime.
a lot of the Street Fighter anime.
2V
those were
was
good.
great.
They were
2V was
quite
great.
amazing. I mean, and that's the difference between
agree.
America, where Mortal Kombat is very American.
America.
Japan, Street Fighter is very Japanese.
See this? Proud to be an American.